So the month of Elul is connected with serious soul-searching, to look deeply inwards and to find your innocence. The month of Elul is connected with the sign of Virgo, which is virgin, the idea of finding your inner virgin, your inner innocence, your inner quality. Now, according to the Sefer Yetzirah, which is this ancient text of Kabbalah, the month of Elul is connected with the letter Yud. Yud is the smallest Hebrew letter. In fact, every single letter of the Hebrew alphabet begins with a Yud. So Yud is the point, and then you have the manifestation. So you have a Yud, and then the Aleph becomes a full letter. What is the Yud? The Yud is the quality of wisdom and of light that exists within every single form and every single manifestation within life. So when you say, I'm looking for the Yud in something, which means I'm trying to find the meaning, I'm trying to find the purity, the purpose in that particular event. So in the month of Elul, which is an introduction month before the month of Tishrei, which is the month of the high holidays, before we enter into the high holidays, what we really want to know is before we can go to be judged, which we have to understand what judgment is, but before we go to be judged, we want to know who we are. Who are we? And that's a serious question. We want to find out who we are and look deeply in ourselves and try to find our Yud in every experience that we have in life. You know, we had a hard year, you look back at the year, you say, you know, this happened, that happened, but I'm sure everything happened for a purpose. What was the purpose? What was that experience that I had in life teaching me? Where is the Yud? Where is the wisdom in my past year? How could I learn from my past year to grow? And in the month of Elul, we have to tap into that type of consciousness to find where that small Yud is within our life. And that's why also the month of Elul, Kabbalistically, is connected with the idea of silence. Unlike the month of Tishrei, which we'll talk soon, is the idea of sound. That's why we start the month of Tishrei with the blowing of a shofar, which is sound. Before every sound, there is a silence that precedes the sound. And the silence that precedes the sound is the place of wisdom before something becomes articulated. So in our own lives, we have a lot of sound, a lot of noise. A lot of things happen to our life. There's a lot of noisy things happen to our life. In the quietness within our own self, it could be quiet at night or quiet by day, we sit quietly with ourselves in silence. We try to find the silence that preceded the noise. What is the quietness? What is the learning? What is the teaching? What is the wisdom that exists within all those experiences that I had in my life? And that's really soul-searching. When we talk about soul-searching, which is the month of Elul, it's not about saying, oh, I'm such a bad person, I've done this, I've done that, because it doesn't help anybody thinking that they're actually bad, because if you actually think you're bad or negative, you'll continue doing negative things. But it's about finding the blessings within your life, the goodness within your life. If you believe that you're blessed and your life is a blessing, you will be blessed. And in Elul, we have to find that inner innocence, that purity, the blessing, the wisdom that we have in our life, and through that we can empower ourselves to have a blessed year to follow.